A lot of the time, people ask me, how am I going to cope with my partner? Is this relationship actually working for me? Now, first of all, guys, don't toss a coin and say, you know what, heads, I'm splitting up, tails, we're staying together. Don't leave it to chance. Make sure that when you're trying to make a decision, which is quite obviously a very important decision, about your partner or potential partner, or what's going on in the relationship, isn't left to chance. Identify the key points to what you and your partner give to the relationship. I know that on the other videos that I stepped over the 4 points that I always say, which are basically to a successful partner finding relationship, is to, number one, identify and make sure that you treat other people the same way you'd like to be treated. Number two was to make sure that you're ready. You have no other commitments that could be sort of jeopardizing the embryo stages of a potential great relationship. Number three is make sure you listen to your intuition, your gut instinct. And number four is to make sure they're ready. Without those 4 key points, it's pretty much, I like to use the analogy of a car. You've got 4 tires, you're driving along, everything's fine, and then one of them isn't quite right, one of the tire pressures is flat, your car's not going to drive as well as what it should. So remember the key points, the 4 key points. What are the benefits that your partner comes along with the relationship? What are the benefits that you give to the relationship? Do they conflict with each other? What are those personality traits for you and your partner that aren't so great? Can you improve on them? Can you discuss them? Is the communication between you two guys really good? If it's not, don't just go, we can't communicate and that's it. Learn how you can communicate a little bit better. Learn to fix it. No use just throwing something that's broken. It could mean that in that particular point in time, one of you could be going through a stressful point in time, and it's really jeopardizing what could be a great relationship. Now, the other thing, what I like to also identify is, do both of you have a positive outlook? Most important is that both of you, because it is a two-way street in any relationship, have the positive outlook in life, not just as towards the relationship. We really want it to work and we'll do anything, but then everyday interaction starts to occur and, one doesn't do what they said they would and vice versa, and bang, off it goes again, arguments. Make sure that your perspective and your partner's perspective upon life is really positive. It's got the connotation that it's going to actually work, not just the relationship, but my life is going to work. I'm going to be successful. The expectations in a relationship, if you're questioning your relationship, make sure that your expectations shouldn't be up here and say, wow, we should be already at that stage that our friends are at. Maybe not. Keep it at a personal expectation, both of you guys. Make sure that you guys are on the same level, that you're actually not having those high expectations because your friends may have mentioned, hey, what are you doing? This, and you guys should be at this particular point. Not necessarily. Only you two know what you should be doing and where you should be in life. It's no use trying to live someone else's life. Now, make sure that when you're looking at your personality and behavioural traits that you think could be improved upon, that you're actually honest between each other. Discuss it. What do you like about me? Ask your partner. And they may rattle off a few things, they may rattle off a whole list of things, they may rattle off only just a minimal amount of things. And if they do sort of say, why don't you like this about me? Ask them, what is it about it? And communicate. Don't just jump to things and think, oh, look, you're mocking me. I don't like that. I know what I like and blah, blah, blah. And off it goes again. Really have a look and listen to what your partner's saying. Now, make sure that you keep what they're saying in perspective. If they're just saying, oh, look, you don't give me enough and, I want more, question, why do you want more? What is it about this relationship or in your life that you're asking, why do you want more? What is it that I can do? Or do you have any suggestions that could improve my personality or my behavior towards you? What is it that you'd love for me to be able to do? And then once you sort of start to find the fundamentals and the bricks and mortar stuff, what I call in a relationship is, identify what your partner wants in you, then you'll start to then reason with each other. Now, there's no use trying to reason if your personality has certain traits that are really negative. If you're finding that you're frustrated, it could not be your partner. It could be that you're taking it out on your partner. It could be that external factors are at work here. You could have so much stress at work, and identify it. Don't think that you're going to come home and it's going to be heaven and go, they should be doing this for me. Is it that your work or your expectations about buying a bigger home or a newer car and trying to keep up with the other people are putting your relationship under pressure, or your potential relationship under a great amount of pressure? Now, like I said, don't take your relationship by chance. Try work on it. And you say, well, it's very hard to work on, but by taking each individual step into perspective and identifying the key areas that you believe could be jeopardizing it, well, that is where you really want to start to put your attention and focus upon. And if you find that at the end of the day, look, it's not working, or we've tried so many things and it's not, I try and identify the points in your lives that are not sort of in cognition. Are you trying to start a family where they're trying to start a career? There's too much pressure that they're trying to start a career and you want to start a family, and you're not really focusing along the same lines. Compromise, see why they want to improve their career. Is it that they're feeling like they're going nowhere in their life? Is it any other external reason? They want $1 million overnight, and you think, oh, money buys happiness, as they always say, and a lot of people will say, no, it doesn't. It buys freedom, it buys security, but it certainly doesn't buy happiness. What buys happiness is your approach and your perspective on life, rather than you're trying to push and put your expectations to a level that both of you really can't meet. So I hope this really does help you guys. Always remember, keep your perspective positive, keep your expectations at a personal level between the both of you, and don't leave your relationships to chance. If that question of yours is saying, do I split up with them, or because they're not good looking enough, or is it they don't earn enough money? They're superficial things. And I would be asking myself, if I was saying that, why do I want them to be that? I love a lot about them, but why do I want that? What's missing in my life that I need them to be making so much money? Or what is it about myself that I think, oh, look, they're no Hollywood star, but they're okay. You've got to be physically attracted. And sometimes, stimulated in the mind is probably more important, because if you're going to grow old together, guys, believe it or not, gravity takes place. And, we don't always look the same in the next 30, 40, 50 years that we did, when we're younger. So make sure that you always take things into perspective and find out which personality traits or behavioural traits are or could be jeopardizing that fine cracks in the relationship, and actually ask yourself, why am I wondering if this relationship isn't working? I hope it helps, guys. Thanks.